Okay, so for this question, we're looking at complex numbers. Complex is complicated because it has a real part, which is just a regular number, and an imaginary part, which is the one that has the I. So when they ask you to find the sum, they're asking you to add the real from each section together and the imaginary from each section together. And it would be nice if you put the negative numbers and decimals, that way we don't have any issue adding those. But it looks like my answer is 5 minus 2i when I add them. So again, if they ask me to find b minus a, they're asking me to subtract. This one, they're asking me to subtract. So I have b minus a. B was 2 minus 3i. A was 3 plus I. So if I subtract my numbers, I have 2 minus 3. And you're going to put that on decimals. 2 minus 3 is -1 for my real. For my imaginary, you put the numbers -3 minus 1i. This is a 1. -3 minus 1i. You should get -4i from decimals. And there's my answer. When they ask you to find a times b, when they're asking you to multiply, there is a quick little trick for it. You multiply the real with the real, that's 6. And then you should also get a real number on this last box. But let's look at the imaginary first. I have I. Notice I put the 3i together, 3 plus I together, and then I have a minus 3i. When I multiply here, I have 3 times -3. That is -9. Bring the I over. On here, I have I times 2. That's 2i. And the trick for this last one is just because they both have an I, that means you're going to change the sign of what you get when you multiply the actual numbers. So I have -3. And this is 1i. So when I multiply -3 times 1, I get -3. But again, those two i's make you change the sign on the number, so make it a +3, and the i's are gone. And that way now we can add the real. 6 and 3 is 9. And then combine the imaginary. -9 plus 2 is -7i. Like that.